Welcome back once again, guildmates. We are jumping into chapter 108 of Attack on Titan. Guys, I'm sorry, I just finished One Punch Man. I had to go grab some water because my throat was drying out. That was a long set. How many pages is this one? Please don't be in the hundreds. Okay, it's just the regular 47. Holy shit. So we have a color page today. It looks like they may be promoting the new season 3, or are they promoting a movie? No, it's season 3. It says season 3. Okay, cool. So that's what's going on. That's the promotion at the moment. Oh my god, and here we're going to start. Let's just jump into it, guys. I don't have a lot of preamble this time. Chapter 108, Sound Argument. The rest of the military volunteers must go smoothly. Leave it to Commander Pixis. He'll get the job done. Although that sort of thing is supposed to be our job. Part 2 of the 2-part story. Even if it all goes well, the volunteer soldiers have done so much for us, and here we are making them begrudge us like this. I pity those Marlians, Nile. You pity those Marlians, Nile? You're as drunk as a skunk, rogue. This alcohol the Marlians make is delicious. They've done so much for us. It's exactly why we can't let them do as they please around here. It would be a different story if we could really trust that guy they idolize and call their leader. After all, we have the people of Ymir. If Eren and Zeke will really be able to control the power of the original Titan, they could play around with all of our memories, you know? That's scary to think about. So you're planning to take the volunteer soldiers as hostages and make him obey? You really think that'll work? On a man like Zeke Yeager? Hell if I know. I have no idea what a guy nearing the end of his life might want. And he always made us rack our brains trying to understand what he's about anyway. And I knew it would come to something like this in the end. The plan was for Zeke to arrive on the island and then have Queen Historia turn into a Titan and eat him. We didn't expect she'd get pregnant and take off to mess around. To think she'd hook up with that guy without a proper marriage. Should have expected that. After all, she's just a lowborn who's a queen in name only. Hey, stop that. The queen has the right to choose her partner. And our investigation showed that the man in question has no ties to anyone who might want to do her harm. He's just a young man who was born and raised in the same era as Queen Historia. I heard that he used to throw rocks at the queen, who back then in early childhood never left the family farm. Seems he liked to tease her. He helped out in the orphanage supervised by the queen out of guilt for what he had done as a child. He did back-breaking work there for several years, keeping his face hidden from her and not saying a word, until the queen noticed him. I don't give a damn about the story of their budding romance. The problem here is, why would the queen do something so selfish and irresponsible now of all times? Even if it's just by name, she's still the ruler of this land, you know? She's a puppet queen we forced on the throne after seizing a chance for a coup d'etat. We have all forced a terrible fate on her and made her carry a terrible burden on our behalf. Now you want to interfere in her love life as well? None of us have that right. That's not what I'm trying to say here. The problem is the timing of this pregnancy. Our plan was put off because the queen became pregnant with a baby carrying royal blood. Someone told her that the army was planning to have her eat Zeke as soon as possible, and so she should become pregnant because then we wouldn't make her turn into a Titan after the birth. Someone must have given her that advice. Our queen is also a brave soldier who escaped death many times. Are you saying she's suddenly hesitant to inherit the power of the Beast Titan? It would make sense if she had an interest in keeping Zeke alive a little longer. Is there any basis for us to jump to conclusions? The one who gave that advice to the queen is someone who wants Zeke to keep on living on this island. In other words, it's one of the military volunteers. Must have been Yelena. She's a little crazy, but also very bright at the same time, which is what makes her so dangerous. Those guys are something. Do you have any proof of this? Isn't the fact that the Queen's pregnancy saved Zeke from death proof enough? You should stop drinking so much, Rogue. If we do it now, we can still make it in time. But if she's pregnant and we turn her into a Titan, the child will surely die. Our biggest concern is the health and safety of the Queen. To make matters worse, there's a significant danger in childbirth as well. That is a good argument. One that might bring ruin to this country. Hey, bring me another glass, Marlian. Yes, sir. Niccolo, this is the recommended wine of the day, right? Okay, so we get another panel. This time, okay, who are all these people? Who would have thought Commander Pixis would use such hardline measures on military volunteers? The entire plan was settled upon while we were gone infiltrating Marley. Seems like the military volunteers will be placed under house arrest in separate areas. They know how close the Survey Corps are to them, so they made sure we would not be made aware of the plan in advance. It was inevitable. Until we make sure what Zeke's real intentions are, they still pose a threat. And why is Aaron suddenly cooperating with Zeke's plan? He was communicating with Zeke directly, just the two of them. What were they talking about? The only people who know the answer to that are the two in question. You guys, tell me something. Does that thing even look like Aaron to you? I don't think so. That person is not the Aaron we know. If he really chose the side of some brother with whom he didn't even share a mother over ours? If that was really the case, what would you do? There is a chance we might have to kill him. We need to be prepared for that outcome. I will never let you do that. Oh, shit. Are you on their side too, Mikasa-san? That will never happen. Aaron cares about us more than anything. Do you remember what happened on that day 1 year ago? Okay, so they're building a railroad. Hey, do we really have to do this? I'm pretty sure we don't have to be doing this. We're only doing this because some idiot said that this will strengthen our bodies and help develop the island. It's true that we have nothing to do now but wait for an answer from Hizuru. They say we shouldn't get our hopes up. They're going to use the argument that Eldians deserve, what did they call it, human rights? And they need to convince them their natural resources here are worth it. In short, the plan is to use the connection with Hizuru to start building international relations with the rest of the world. If we can get enough allies and make international ties, we might not need to rely on the world-flattening weapon. And Historia won't need to suffer so much. We're grasping at straws here, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. Hey! Oh! Look, it's Hange! Good job working in this heat. We're only here because we need to watch over this idiot. You brats are just getting bigger and bigger. Is there something urgent you need to tell us? We just received word from Azumabito. And? It's no good. Looks like Hizuru is not willing to help us. As we thought, Hizuru wants to have all of Paradise Island's resources to themselves, so they are unwilling to help us trade with other nations. There is an activist group protesting for the protection of Eldian human rights, but they're seen as a group of eccentrics with no one willing to support their cause. Not to mention some countries in the world find it convenient to have Paradise Island as a source of potential danger, because this common threat supposedly keeps the other nations united and stable. So we have no choice but to rely on the world-flattening weapon, and there is no way we can avoid sacrificing Historia? Looks like it. In the treaty we signed with Hizuru, it says that that we will enter a military alliance backed by the weapon. No way. The world wants us to pay the price for the misdeeds of our ancestors? They marked us as devils without even trying to see what our real intentions are. They won't even... Why won't any of them at least try and resolve this peacefully? I think it's because they don't understand. They don't know us, so they fear us. That's right. Even if we keep relying on the Azumabito and keep trying to seek allies, the result will be the same. The world will never trust someone they can't see. That's why we should go meet them. If there is something unknown, we should go ahead and investigate. Isn't that what the Survey Corps is all about? Set up a point of operations in Marley and infiltrate from there. That's what Commander Hange is suggesting, right? And there, we could try real Marleyan food. No, Sasha. It would be useful to see what's going on in the outside world with our own eyes. We've been relying on the volunteer soldiers and Miss Kiyomi as our only sources of information until now. What should I take with me? It'd be bad if I got diarrhea. So we should take some stomach medicine with us and a toothbrush and something that tastes like home. Are you even listening? Nicolo said that they have all sorts of alcoholic drinks over there. The good thing is that apparently the Eldian language is an international language, so we will be able to communicate with many countries without issues. But we'll have to be careful about our accents and about reading and writing. If the world realizes that all we want is peace, it may be as Commander Hange said, and we will be able to change things for the better. If only we had a little more time. Zeke only has 2 more years left. And I only have a little over 5. Damn! Okay, that panel, as soon as he said that. We have to decide on who will inherit my Titans soon. I will take them. You can't. We still don't know enough about the Ackerman family. You're also half Asian. They say that even if you can turn into a Titan, it might be dangerous, remember? Besides, you already made all sorts of promises to the Hizuru. What will you do about those if you turn into a Titan? There are too many reasons why it shouldn't be you. Jean is right. Then who else? I'll do it. First off, I'm much smarter than Aaron. Also, I'm not the kind of guy to play around and dig himself an early grave. And I show great judgment in any kind of situation. I'm the perfect person to take on this responsibility. It should be me. I'm not keen on having your leftovers. But do we have any other good options? But then we'll have to watch that awesome guy die in front of us after just 13 years, you idiot. Huh? You go ahead and become a commander in the Corps, Jean. I'll take on Aaron's Titans. Right? Right? What do you think, Aaron? Connie. I'm a better choice than Jean, right? That's no good, Connie. Because you're an idiot. I mean, we can't let an idiot take on such a big responsibility. What a dork. I love this. I will inherit Aaron's Titans. You need someone you can trust and who also has experience in battle, which means it has to be one of us. By process of elimination, I'm the only reasonable option you have left. You guys, I don't want to, though. I don't want to, though? I don't want to, but I'll do it. No, that's weird, though. Didn't you just say that we can't let an idiot take on this responsibility? Even more of an idiot than I am. So by suggesting you do it, you're contradicting yourself. Do you not realize that? I fucking love these two. I'm not going to leave the Titans to any of you. Why not? Because you're all too important. You're more important than anybody else. So, I want you all to live as long as possible. Damn. What? Aaron, are you blushing? You've gone and made everything so awkward. Sorry. I fucking love this. Jean, it's just the color from the sun setting. It makes it look like all of our faces are turning a bit red. Oh, right. It's just the light from the sun. Nope. Aaron cares about all of us. So maybe he's only become aggressive towards outsiders, people other than us. I'm sure he did it all because he cares too much. Are you saying he's doing it all for us? I don't think so. The old Aaron did everything in his power to keep you away from the battlefield when there were Titans around, despite how strong you were. But now, he sent Armin off to destroy a battleship and called you over to join him in battle. He said he cared about me and Connie, but he called us to the battlefield too, along with Sasha. I think that's because he can trust us. If we hadn't come, Aaron would not have been able to accomplish anything. But if we hadn't come, Sasha would still be alive. Mikasa, do you know what Aaron did when he heard that Sasha had died? Do you think he shed a tear? You think he was sorrowful? Stop that, Connie. He laughed. Don't you think that's a weird thing to do? Sasha had just died and he... Explain that to me, Mikasa. Why would he laugh? You're the one that knows him best, aren't you? Aren't you? We should speak with Aaron. Aaron, Mikasa, and me, just the three of us. Let's try and get him to open up and talk to us. Up to us and talk it over. What will that accomplish exactly? That one time when Aaron succeeded in using the power of the original Titan. Dina, a Titan carrying royal blood, was eaten by swarming Titans. This didn't happen because Dina willed it so. It was Aaron's will alone. Which means that even though Dina's Titan was used as the catalyst for the power of the original Titan, it wasn't the one giving orders. The one who gave those orders was Aaron, who holds the original Titan's power. This mechanism must also apply to Zeke and Aaron. If that's truly the case, then no matter what Zeke is plotting, he won't be able to execute his plan unless Aaron wants the same thing to happen as well. Since Aaron has the final say, as long as we and Aaron share the same goal, everything will be all right. But what if he has the same goal as Zeke does? The core has Titanization formula. They can make the choice. You're saying they should have someone else who we can trust turn into a Titan. Someone who can take over the power of the original Titan from Aaron. No, but Aaron still has some time left. I know. That's why we need to find out what Aaron's real intentions are. We need to make sure whether Aaron is still on our side. What the fuck is going on here? Aaron's just sitting there. Zeke is just sitting there. What the hell is going on with these two? They need to do something. We managed to run pretty far. I guess it's because we ran all night. Hey, you should take out that armband. It'll stand out. Even if they see it, an ordinary citizen won't know what it means. A soldier will. Just take it off. There won't be any soldiers so far in the countryside. If you keep wearing it, someone will definitely notice. We don't even know how we're going to get back to Marley. We won't make it back. I'm just going to do what I can to find Zeke and ask him what the hell is going on until they catch me. Did he betray us? Did he betray Marley? Why did he do such a thing? You can do whatever you want. You don't have to tag along with me. So you're saying that I can do whatever I want? What I want is to get rid of this armband. Give it back! Hey! But why? What purpose does this thing serve here? I'm a good Eldian. Without this, I'll be no different from the devils of this island. What are you talking about? Are you going crazy? Back off! Why of all people did it have to be you to come here with me? You managed to survive the attack, but now... What are you doing? So early in the morning, where did the two of you come from? We don't want to tell you. We hated our family. We finally managed to escape, so we don't want to go back. Is that right? You must be hungry. My place is nearby, so come along. After examining the remains of the Beast Titan, we were able to find a small amount of remains from Zeke's body after he had been blown to bits. But it's not enough. The parts we found were from his arms and legs. It's all a setup to fool us into thinking he's dead. Zeke has been seen joining forces with the enemy and escaping in a Zeppelin. If Pike's theory is correct, Zeke has been planning this recent attack on Marley for about 4 years now, by using collaborators from outside the Marleyan army. This 3D maneuver gear was upgraded to an anti-human model using Marleyan technology, not to mention the Zeppelin they stole to make their escape as a state-of-the-art aircraft that can only be operated by highly trained army personnel. He probably had collaborators on the survey ships that were sent to Paradise Island 4 years ago. People from the Eldian Restoration Movement, that is. Fuck. We fought side by side all this time, and he was a traitor all along. Of course, we will not let him get away with it. All the reporters that were at the scene of the attack brought the menace of Paradise Island to the world's attention. Immediately thereafter, all the world's superpowers joined forces with Marley to form a formidable military alliance, just as Willie Tabor requested of them that day. We have no intention of waiting until Zeke's time is up. Within half a year, we will execute a plan to lay ruin to Paradise Island with the joint forces of the world's greatest armies. In half a year? So Falco and Gabby will only be rescued half a year from now? We have to wait for the armies to gather. If we attacked with Marleyan forces alone, we would have the tables turn on us just like last time. Zeke must realize this as well, that the Marleyan army has too much damage to attack straight away, and Zeke is not one whom would just wait around for half a year for us to come to him and kill him. So you're saying Zeke will plan some sort of counterattack during that time? He must have something in mind, in order to stop him in our tracks. We can't wait for the world's joint forces to gather. We must launch a surprise attack on Paradise Island. There is no turning back from this. To be continued in the next issue. Jesus, man. Just going through this. Okay, guys, there were some parts of this that I liked, but not a lot. It just... Too much backstory, lots of progression of very minimal design going on. Is Aaron still on our side? So I'm just gonna leave you guys with the community comments, because I don't have a lot to say. I didn't like this chapter. It was just boring to me. Okay, Yoher761. Is Aaron even on our side? I'm afraid that's the wrong question, Armin. Aaron is definitely on your side, and that is the problem, because he seems to have snapped and decided that the only option left is to eliminate every threat to his side, meaning his closest friends. I'm guessing he isn't planning on hanging the world-flattening weapon over everyone's head. He plans to actually use it and reestablish Eldian supremacy to remove all threats to his remaining family. The questions Armin should be asking is, how far is Aaron willing to go for us? I mean, yeah. Omega Jack replied, I'll field that one. As someone who has also seen the world as everyone's insane, no one can be trusted, and since I have a world-ending ability, I can use it, and the guys are good people, so they can rebuild it into something better. Yohair replies, except he is very clearly inspiring a bunch of young radicals who believe in Eldian superiority and rebuilding of their empire. I doubt the world that comes after will be better in any way. I also doubt that this is what Aaron cares about. He just wants his side to be safe, everyone else be damned. Lol, Jean is cosplaying Kenny. Love that. Connie and Sasha's conversation in the flashback. Yeah, that was very good. You brats keep getting bigger and bigger. Poor Levi, but he would still wreck them all. Okay. Bami Rocco. Okay. I said that. A king below kings. Manga Stream staff, thank you so much for... I mean, damn, you guys are really putting... Okay. Thanks to Manga Stream is essentially... Nito, glad that Falco grew some balls. Thanks for stopping that little shit trying to kill another person. Yeah, exactly. That bitch killed Sasha, so I don't like her anymore. Tamzed H. says it's hard to watch season 3 opening knowing the three cute kids are in for some deep shit. I haven't watched the anime since season 1 ended. It's slow, it's boring, whatever. Uh Dominique 3 says, so this is what I think Aaron's plan is. Rather than waiting 50 years using the Rumbler plan to keep the world at bay, Aaron intentionally set the world against them, having them send their forces to destroy them immediately. This way, Rumbler plan can be used immediately on the Allied forces with just Zeke and Aaron. This way, destroying the invading forces and witnessing the horror of Titans, Aaron keeps the Titans from destroying the world. The Allied nations will be too scared to try and fight them. This will then give Eldia time to catch up to the rest of the world. Similar to the nuclear bomb, it's using the weapon to show how devastating it is and breaking the opponent's will to fight, which would be more effective than just the threat. Actually using the weapon shows just how powerful it is and their willingness to use it. Maybe Aaron thinks if he does this, then Historia won't have to be sacrificed or his friends die in war. Well, damn. And lastly, King Garland. Like this chapter, a lot of character development. Page 9. Don't like that look Niccolo has there. The fact that he shows up right as the server was to get more wine is suspicious. My guess is that it is poison. With Sasha dead, he probably feels he has no reason to stay/live and is going to try to assassinate some officials. Page 38. I know a lot of people dislike Gabby, and I can understand why, but I really feel that this page shows why I think she is a good character, even if you don't like her personally. Yeah, I think she's a good character, and from her point of view, yeah, everyone on this island is bad, because look what they did to her home. But at the same time, she has been lied to her entire life, so there is that. And she's not correct in her way of thinking that all of the Eldians are bad. It's just what the Marlians have told her. Guys, let me know what you thought of this manga dub. Honestly, I feel like I don't have any voices that I can think of for characters. So please send me some ideas for what you think I should make certain characters sound like. Blah, blah, blah. In the comments down below. Pardon me. If you like the manga dub, thumbs it up. If you didn't like the manga dub, thumbs it down. And if you thumbs it up or down, let me know what I can do to improve. If you don't like it, guys, give me some constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, please. That being the case, though, guys, as well, let me know what you thought of this manga chapter. I thought it was boring, but you might disagree. I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment below, because my thoughts and opinions are just the beginning of the conversation. Let's keep the conversation going. That has been my manga dub of Attack on Titan. I will see you guys in the next one, which is probably going to be the most recent chapter of 7 Deadly Sins, but I don't know for sure because it's been a long night and I've still got stuff that I got to record. So I will see you later, Gators.